Hey, good evening, guys. I'm up here on top of the grain bin. How's everybody doing for August the 1st? We got another storm, looks like it's brewing to the west. Hey, evening, Matthew. You can see the feedlot there. That field's doing pretty darn good. We're doing good. Well, we had showers off and on, but we're supposed to be getting a big one tonight. I think it's coming out of the west. I'm not sure. So we'll see. They're calling for flash flooding tonight, tomorrow, I guess, unless it changed, but somebody sent me a text message or some sort of a message somehow, I guess, on Corn Wars. I don't know how many guys actually watch that show or not. Hey, George. Hey, Ford. So if you guys watch the... You're more than welcome, Doug. So I don't know how... I was saying we got broke off there. Just hang on. How many of you guys watch Corn Wars? It's a pretty good show. So they wanted me to go check it out, so I went and checked it out. We don't have TV in the house, so I don't get to see all that stuff. So they have Corn Wars here on YouTube, so I went over there and checked it out. So a bunch of guys are in competition who can get the biggest yields. Anyway, so I thought we should start a series on beef war. See who can who can push the most weight. How fast can we push these beef cattle? That's kind of interesting. Northern Virginia, well, it's headed north. How much rain are they talking? Peppy, I don't know. Just flash flood warnings were put up today. So I don't know what Virginia's getting right now. Someone just commented. So it's headed north here. I thought this would be a good spot to start the video out tonight on top of the bin. I'm too tired to climb it, but now I gotta go back down. But everything, like I said, the corn out there looks really nice. You know, I'm really surprised in that field out there, all the challenges it went through, it looks that good. Awesome view from the top of the bin. Hey Ralph, how you doing? Now I'm kind of scared. Get turned around here. It's all the good Angus manure, yeah. But that field didn't look too good for the longest time. I don't do heights either, Ralph, very good. I'm coming down. We'll come down, we'll go look at the soybeans, and we'll talk about my series on beef war. Who can gain the most weight? We had a load of feed come in. You can see the dust there. So she's full again. Or just about. Alright, let's go ahead and descend here. This might be hard on your vision, but I'm kind of, like I said, I'm scared of heights. Nice new grain bin, no rust. Oh, I don't know. That calf seems pretty hungry. Oh, we're about down. Remind me not to do that again. Well, I'll do it again anyway. Alright, let's go out here to the bean field. Why did the lid open towards the ladder? No, actually the lid opens away from the ladder. It's just the way it looks. I'll turn around here once I get out of the little height here. Is it coming in clear yet? Beans are about 8 inches tall here. Okay. What time is it where you live? Honestly, I don't know. Ralph can tell you. The lid does open towards the back of the steer barn. So, when the feed truck comes, he can swing it right over top there and put it right in. I have some videos of that if you guys didn't see that already. Now the beans are starting to get a little color here. How's Kentucky? How's the weather been in Kentucky? It's about time to get these sprayed. There's so many uneven spots. But I think they'll fill in. I just want to come out to a new spot here where we were working the ground. Just kind of show you the difference. You see a lot of empty spots, don't you? Like right here, they're pretty nice. Come over here. Empty spots. Field's still soft out here. My biggest concern is putting a lot of tracks out here. They say you shouldn't spray beans when the ground's soft, so you don't run them in the ground so hard. They will pop up again at a certain height. Sevens, I believe they're like a 7 and a... But we're going to come out here where the grounds work. We're still here at no-till. And we're getting there. Now right here, the ground worked, it's no-till. It's not too bad right there. Nice and thick. I would say these are pretty much 220 population there. There is some Ontario cash, but it's not. We have fields are in right next to too many housing developments. It's hard to do that. There's choppers. I think there's a helicopter that does it too. Now this is where the ground was worked, but we have a lot of pressure here for moisture, and they don't look too good right at the moment. Now they're growing out of it. We just had too much rain. So this is where the ground was worked. Now it's still soft out here. I'll show you here in a minute my footprint. You can see you can cut in pretty deep. But a lot of rain. The roots are just, I'm hoping it's going to grow out of it. Yeah, we just don't need any more moisture. I don't need any for the whole month of August. So when they were talking about flash flooding, the crops can't, corn can handle it, but not beans. Yeah, you can see a lot of difference here where the ground was worked, and then we're going to come out of the worked ground again. Yeah, I met my quota on the rain falling here on this farm. Now we're going to go back out. This is where we're going to come out, and we'll be back into no-till here in a minute. Now we're back in the no-till. Just not as thick, but overall it's a lot better stand than last year. Working ground in July is really risky because you don't want to lose your moisture, and that's where no-till will play its part, holding your moisture. But if you don't have no beans coming up, now here's a really nice, I would say that has to be overlapped here. The planter overlapped pretty good right there. Modern technology right there at its finest. I missed that long comment, sorry. There was water laying in here. The beans were underwater here. All right, come over here to this replant cornfield while we're here. Oh boy, it's wet. It's about time for new boots. Now this is a replant field. We got some weed pressure. Okay, I missed the comment there about, I don't know, overlapping something. Yeah, the corn's really nice here. As far as the moisture, it's a little yellow right in front of us there. Too much rain. When will the beans be ready for harvest if the ground ever dries up? Yeah, it'd be probably late October. Here you can just see where, well, the overlapping can hurt you. It could be okay if it all depends on the conditions, but now right here, this corn's just about over my head here. So it is coming along nice. And just need some heat units. I mean, get some heat on this stuff. She'll grow. Just got a little bit of weed pressure. I'm hoping we have enough nitrogen to carry it. It has a good color. I believe we lost everything we had. So. I'm doing good, CR. Yeah, the corn looks good and green. There's just spots that are a little yellow, too much moisture. But yeah, I thought it'd be neat to find a couple beef farmers in the area and do a series on beef war. Who can push the most weight in a year's time? I have to learn to read the comments. I have to stop. Yep, we'll need scales. Everything has to be done by a second party, weighing everything. Hey, you better get off the phone. It's expensive. You hit a rock. CR, you probably don't have rocks out there. So we're just out here. The winner eats, the loser. The winner eats, the loser at the family barbecue. You're waiting on the truck. Yep. Are you picking yellow beans or green beans? No rocks where I'm at, just sand. Here's where it's, again, the ground was worked. And you can tell the beans had a little more water pressure here. We're still trying to put a date together yet. But right here, they're pretty nice. They're filling in nice. And the weed pressure is very little weed pressure. You don't see any volunteer, very little volunteer. Yeah, I bet there's a couple little pushing a little heavier than 200. Volunteered wheat coming up with all the moisture. I would thought we'd see a little bit more green striping going on. You guys, any guys at farm, you know what I'm talking about. Right where the combine went. No aphids yet. I know there's some guys that have some heavy pressure right now. Let's see, do aphids like it a little bit drier weather, don't they? Water still. Water laying in here, guys. Water. Don't need water. Dry and hot. That's what I thought. And the guys out west where it's a little drier, Peterson brothers, they're chopping corn right now. No, hardly, little to no ears on. Now we're back in the no-till over here again. Here's a little wet spot here, no water laying. We'll get down here and kind of look at these guys a little bit. They seem nice and clean. Not very much insect pressure. But you could tell they were wet. You see that leaf down here? Right there, you can tell they're in some wet soil. This year should be raising fish. Shrimp. Get a shrimp boat. You will see more insects when they start to flowering. Yeah, I will, when I spray stuff, I'm going to put in a little bit of something. Warrior or Providence. There's two different chemicals. Warrior or Providence or Warrior. They're both the same product, different label. Some rice on the side, yeah. Oh man. And we're not even going to go look at the tobacco. That's so depressing. It's so depressing. I had Amish call me today, and 5 or 6 farms just 15-20 minutes north of me here. They said they lost all their tobacco too, and they were wondering how I was making out. So I'm not the only one in the boat. Yeah, corn is doing really nice in the feedlot. You know, Scotty, when I showed you that video back about 2 months ago, I don't know when exactly we replanted, but I was thinking about replanting that field too. And you said, let it go, it'll be fine. Let it go, it'll be fine. That's what you said. Oh, I know. The problem is it's high demand this year for the wrappers. They're so low on wrappers. And wrappers for the cigars, and that's your high-end smoking people. Cigars for to relax your nerves. Yeah, this is the no-till stand right here. You can see the soil to seed contact was not very good. Not for 220,000 seeds. $3 a pound, not for wrappers. You wouldn't get them. You wouldn't even touch them for that for $3. They're $5.50 right now. Boy, the corn smells good. Pushing on some nice ears. Yeah, but all we could do is move forward, right? Well, move forward. We're gonna have a lot of. I always like to see ears on the end. That guy putting 2 on it's 2 decent ears. A big one there. This guy was trying to put 3 ears on. Isn't that amazing? Two big ones, 1 little one. Same as that stock. 2 on that one. They all try to here put 2 on. I don't know. We might be chopping corn here before we know it. This is what you're going to see. All the moisture pushing the corn right out of this. Right there, you can see it. The Angus bulls are doing really nice. Do you have to spray the corn for Eastern bean? No. Bottle calves raising, we try to shoot for 100 to 125. Three. I have never seen more than 3. And that's, like here on the end, just where the planter started, there you got 2. The 3rd one's there. They're pretty nice ears. That'd definitely make nice steer feed. So we'll get this off, get it planted in oats, and get them up. Do you have much problems with deer eating the corn in your area? Yeah, but we keep farming. We don't worry about that. I could take you out and show you some deer damage if you want to see some. It's not big. There's no deer damage in this field that I could see with the fence all the way around it. They will jump the fence, but there's enough corn outside the fence. But it's nice looking corn. This was planted at 33,600 population, and I think it's going to do pretty good. This corn went through a lot of trials. I thought we might see a couple of deer out here tonight. Which calf? What was its name? I had so many calves. Cadillac. Yeah, I'll have to show you Cadillac. Put the deer green or in the freezer. Yeah, I would say I wouldn't I'd have to do it. This field here would be rough to do a population check on it just because it was so wet this spring. I mean, there was some that drowned it out. Are you talking about Cadillac? Yeah, the fish would work on the soybeans. I don't know if I would even try to put on corn. What do they call it? That stuff stinks. You can spray it on soybeans. I can't think of the name of it. Some guys use it for fertilizer, organic farmers, I believe. Yeah. Raccoons, yeah. Yeah, raccoons do a lot of damage. Yeah, Cadillac. I'll have to do a video on Cadillac. Let's see. We're just walking out here to see if there are any deer out here in the field. I just thought we'd have more rain moved in by now, but again, I didn't pay attention to it. I just know what I heard this morning. We have a walkway down through the two fields here. And there was usually a lot of deer damage. There might be some deer standing there if we're quiet enough. I know there's some big ones here. And you think of manure smells. That fish, yeah. I know that stuff really stinks. All these calves are huge. I bet they're 750, 8 weights, 9 weights. I don't have a scale. This is about the worst spot right here for deer damage, right here. But you know, that little bit is nothing to cry about. It's right through here. Look at the tracks through here. Yeah, and this is not bad for deer damage. And we have a lot of deer in this area. Just a little bit right in this area. And then the replant's coming along really nice, which they won't bother that too much. You feed and eat him later, and you'll eat him later. Yeah. I don't do much hunting. We used to do a lot when we were growing sweet corn here on the farm. There's some guys come in and do archery hunting, and hey, Steve. But this good looking corn here, just keep pushing with some heat, we'll be in good shape.